Welcome back. I just want to introduce you to Bugfish Nuke version update 1.2, which comes with a lot of features for data deletion, for security, and the focus is still staying on emergency data deletion. And let me just show you the new additions I made to version 1.2. You can download it on GitHub like before. If you want to know the basics about the software, you can find the playlist of tutorials about Bugfish Nuke in the description of this video. And feel free to watch the introduction video, which basically explains the functionality of the software. So I will just show you the new functions. So, as you can see, yeah, there has been the stuff has been changed a little bit. So let me make it a bit bigger. All right. So we have added more items to the procedures here for different software to delete your user data, like for, as you can see, VeraCrypt, Tor browser, Thunderbird, Telegram. I think Telegram was in before, Dropbox, CyberDuck and stuff. So you can choose out of more procedures to automatically delete your software login data and to securely delete them. So they will not move into the trash bin, they will be overwritten. I will come back to that later. We have added different functionalities for Windows, like clearing the clipboard, clearing the DNS cache, clearing event logs, most recently used list, thumbnail caches, and the trash bin itself. All data deleted by the software will, as I said, be deleted securely. The only exception is the trash bin. The trash bin will be deleted by using a default function from the system. So maybe we will add an additional functionality later to delete the trash bin securely and delete free space as well. But as the software is designed to be an emergency software and we cannot really know how large your trash bin is, at the moment we have kept this to be non-overwritten deleted, just by system. So yeah, other things which have been added, besides this new procedures you can add here, folders are here as before. We have now commands. So this is basically an area where you can add scripts. You can add exe or .bat scripts with your own code in it to make stuff you need to do if you need to hit the emergency button here. And for example, this could be a script to dismount VeraCrypt volumes. So we have a procedure here for VeraCrypt, but this does only delete the user data folder of VeraCrypt and all temporary stored data. So for example, if you want to have your VeraCrypt volumes removed or dismounted if you hit the launch button, you would be able to write an own script for that, which is really easy for VeraCrypt, and you could include it here to be executed parallel and independent by the software if you hit the launch button. So yeah, that's basically all about the news on this page here. I have added here a redirection to the tutorial videos on YouTube. And yeah, if you hit the launch button, you can see an overview of things you have added and things that will be done. And you will have some settings to configure for the deletion process. For example, start the music on execution. I will come back to that later. Stop music when finished. Close software after deletion. And force restart after deletion. Besides that, you can set the overwrite passes here. That means this is basically the counter how much the files will be overwritten. So this will make it impossible, so nearly impossible, for the files to be restored later. So at the moment, the overwrite pass is set to 1. This is meant to be fast. So as higher the overwrite passes are numeric, as longer it takes to delete files. And if you are in an emergency situation which needs fast deletion, you can set the overwrite pass to 1. But I would not recommend to set it to 0, because if you set it to 0, files will not be overwritten and maybe can easily be restored by law enforcement agencies or people knowing their stuff. So if you use override pass 1, I think the probability for regular units or for regular people, even with technological knowledge, will be below 1%. So, but if you are acting with real high security data, I would recommend to set it to 3 or more, depending on the large amount of data you want to delete and depending on the security situation you are in. Besides that, we have added functionality to corrupt the Windows system. This will be marked in the UI because it's a very destructive one. So if you activate this functionality and you click on confirm, so confirm will start the deletion process and start the operation to delete all the files and do all this stuff. So, but if you have this checkbox clicked and you click on confirm and start the deletion process, after deletions are done, the system will be set to destroy files that belong to the Windows login process. So opponents cannot easily log in into your system or break the login routine or your password on Windows because the login files to be executed are corrupted. And if you are ever in need of using this functionality, then I would recommend to use it together with forced restart after deletion. This will set a forced restart counter of 30 seconds before the software starts to corrupt the Windows files and makes Windows basically unusable without proper fixing. This will add required value and time to get access to your data, Windows systems, and stuff you have on your system. But be very cautious with that, because as I said, if you have this clicked on here, and if you see this warning indicators, and you click confirm, then this will be the last time you click confirm on that Windows system before reinstalling it. So be very cautious with that. Yeah, and that's it basically. These are all the new features. And as you also can see, I have added some kind of a music player on the top. And this serves a specific purpose. So you can simply start one of my own music tracks I have included into the software as a fallback track. But you can also set your own music track as a WAV file, WAV file or MP3 file. So this may seem like a normal music player, but you are mistaken. This serves a sense. So let me give you an example when this could come in handy. So think about the following situation. You are at home or wherever you are, and you have critical data on your computer and you are using this software. So let's assume that someone is knocking on your door. You don't know who it is, you don't know what you have to do, and you want to delete your data to be sure. So if you then use the software and you start the deletion process, you mostly cannot look on the screen all the time. So maybe you have to intervene with the people on your door. Maybe you have to talk with the people on your door. Maybe you have to buy time for the deletion process to be finished. So this is the reason you can start and stop music on execution and when finished, because you can set up a music track here, and let's assume people are knocking on your door. You can start the deletion process, you can play the music, and if you are on the door answering to people trying to buy time, you can hear the music in the background, and if the music stops, you know that the deletion process is finished, and you can, you have, I think you know what I mean. So that's basically everything about version 1.2. If you are still missing something, just let me know. And thanks for watching, and goodbye.